to Triple Threat Theater Productions. We are happy to be performing Anastasia for you today. We have a few reminders before the show begins. Throughout the show, please keep all items clear as actors will be using them. Do not use any flash photography during the performance as that can be dangerous for our actors. Recorded of any kind is prohibited, but a video of today's performance will be available. Lastly, in the event of an emergency, note the exits to your right and left. Now we invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy Triple Threat Theater's performance of Anastasia Edition.
Why must you go, Nana?
I've stayed too long here.
Take me to Paris with you.
Anastasia, wherever I go, you'll always be with me. You're my favorite. Strong, not afraid of anything.
Like you.
Our little secret. Our lullaby, when you play it, think of an old woman who loves you very, very much. Far away, long ago, glowing dim as an ember, things my heart used to know, things it yearns to remember. And a song someone sings once upon a December.
You said your prayers, my precious Anastasia? Yes, Mama. What's this?
A music box, so the child will remember me.
It's the last ball of the season, Mama.
We've been through this before. Remember, Anastasia? Paris.
Nana! Nana!
The Tsar requests the first dance of the evening, Mademoiselle.
I am the Grand Duchess Anastasia.
All of them? All of them?
Comrades, the revolution hears you. Together we will forge a new Russia that will be the envy of all the world. The Tsar St. Petersburg is now the people's Leningrad.
They can call it Leningrad, but it will always be Petersburg. New name, same empty stomachs. They tell us times are better, well I say they're not. Can't cook an empty promise in an empty pot. A brighter day is dawning, it's almost at hand. The skies are gray, the walls have ears, and he who argues disappears. Hail our brave new land!
St. Petersburg is booming, a city on the rise. It's really very friendly if you don't mind spies.
Please stand behind our leaders
And stand in line for bread. We're good and loyal comrades and our favorite color is red.
Now everyone is equal, professors push the brooms.
2,000 total strangers live in 2 small rooms. You hold a revolution, and here's the price you pay. Thank goodness for the gossip. Spasibo, Zazuki. Thank goodness for the gossip that gets us through the day. Hey, have you heard? There's a rumor in St. Petersburg. Have you heard what they're saying on the streets?
Although the Tsar did not survive, one daughter may still be alive.
The Princess Anastasia.
But please do not repeat.
It's a rumor, a legend, a mystery. Something whispered in an alleyway or through a crack. It's a rumor that's part of our history.
They say her royal grandmama will pay a royal sum
To someone who can bring the princess back.
Dmitri, they have closed another border. We should have gotten out of Russia while we could.
Vlad, I've been thinking about the Princess Anastasia.
Everyone has.
It's the rumor, the legend, the mystery. It's the Princess Anastasia who will help us fly. You and I, friend, will go down in history.
We'll find a girl to play the part and teach her what to say.
Dress her up and take her to Paris.
Imagine the reward her dear old grandmama would pay.
Who else could pull it off but you and me?
It was just a truck backfiring. That's all it was. You're shaking. There's a tea shop just steps from here. Let me...
Thank you.
What's your hurry?
I can't lose this job. Not easy to come by, but thank you.
I'm here. Every day.
A ruble for this painting. It's Romanov, I swear.
Count Yusup's pajamas, comrade, by the pair.
I found this in a palace, initialed with an A. It could be Anastasia's.
Now what will someone pay?
We need something of hers to show the old lady. How much is that music box?
Ah, the music box. It's genuine Romanov. I could never part with it.
2 cans of beans, comrade.
Done.
Do you believe in fairy tales, Vlad?
Once upon a time, I did.
We are going to create a fairy tale the whole world will believe. Now it's risky, but not more than usual. We'll need papers, we'll need tickets, we'll need nerves of steel.
Yes, it's risky, a lot more than usual.
We'll try to cross the border with our princess and our plot.
Hopefully, disaster won't ensue.
With luck, it all goes smooth.
And with luck, we won't be shot.
Who else could pull it off but me and you? We'll be rich,
We'll be rich,
we'll be out.
we'll be out.
Then St. Petersburg will have some more to talk about.
I heard it from a person. I heard it from a person who assured me it was absolutely true. Shh, have you heard? There's a rumor in St. Petersburg. Have you heard? Comrade, what do you suppose?
A fascinating mystery.
The biggest con in history.
The Princess Anastasia. Alive or dead? Who knows?
my precious Anastasia. I've come all the way from Paris to tell you that I am alive. Okay, so I'm not an actor.
No! Thank you, ladies.
We'll let you know.
What you're doing is against the law.
Out, out!
Well, you tried, my friend. Anastasias just don't grow on trees.
I'm not giving up.
Stop fiddling with that. You're gonna break it.
I can't get it open.
That's because it's fake.
I knew it, those women ratted on us.
At least they'll feed us in jail.
I'm looking for someone called Dimitri.
I'm Dimitri. What do you want?
I need exit papers, and I was told you're the only person who could help me.
Exit papers are expensive.
I'm a hard worker. You'll get your money.
What do you do?
I'm a street sweeper in Odessa. I wash dishes. Before that, I worked at the hospital in Perm.
They're a long way from here.
I know. I walked it.
You walked all the way here from Perm.
I had no choice.
Who are you running from?
I'm running to someone. I don't know who they are, but they're waiting for me in Paris.
What's your name, dear?
I don't know.
You don't know.
They gave me a name at the hospital. Anya. They told me I had amnesia. There was nothing they could do about it.
Tell us what you do remember.
They said I was found by the side of a road. There are trucks all around. It had recently snowed. In the darkness and cold, with the wind in the trees, a girl with no name had no memories but these. Rain against her window, sheets upon a bed, terrifying nurses whispering overhead. Call the child Anya, give the child a hat. I don't know a thing before that. Traveling the back roads, sleeping in the wood, taking what I needed, working when I could, keeping up my courage, foolish as it seems. At night, I'm alone in my dreams. In my dreams, shadows call. There's a light at the end of a hall, and my dreams fade away. But I know it all will come back one day. I dream of a city beyond all compare. Is it Paris? Paris, a beautiful river, a bridge by a square, and I hear a voice whisper, I'll meet you there in Paris. It's so real, and my heart has so much and my dreams seem to say, don't be afraid to go on. Don't give up hope, come what may. I know it all will come back one day.
Maybe we can help you after all, Anya. It so happens we're going to Paris ourselves.
Another rumor on the street. Another rumor to it.
Fill out a new report.
another lie.
Another spy betrays a friend.
Fill out a new report, the rumors never end.
Anything concerning the Romanovs, even the most preposterous rumor, we take very seriously.
I told you.
As Romanov as I am.
She's a street sweeper. She was sleeping under a bridge before she took off with them.
Her name is Anya.
Thank you.
Aren't you going to arrest them?
Oh, you've done your duty, and I've done mine, listening to your gossip.
It's not gossip. It's the truth.
Off with you. Another rumor on the street, another girl to apprehend, one more pretender who'll no longer play pretend. Fill out a new report, the rumors never end. The rumors never end.
Are you ready to become the Grand Duchess Anastasia?
I'm ready to find out who I am, but I'm not going to lie to do it.
If the Dowager Empress recognizes you as her granddaughter, Vlad and I will get a small reward for our efforts and we'll all live happily ever after.
And if she calls me an imposter?
Then it'll just be an honest mistake. Either way, it gets you to Paris and us out of Russia. Everybody wins.
How do you become a person you've forgotten you ever were?
Take a deep breath. Close your eyes and imagine another time, another world. You were born in a palace by the sea.
A palace by the sea.
Could it be?
Yes, it's so. You rode horseback when you were only 3.
Horseback riding me.
Horse's name,
Romeo. You threw tantrums and terrorized the cook. How the palace shook.
charming child.
Wrote the book, but you'd behave when your father gave that look.
Imagine how it was, your long forgotten past. We've lots and lots to teach you, and the time is going fast.
Let's see you walk, head up, Rigobert. Now shoulders back and stand up tall, and do not walk but try to float.
I feel a little foolish. Am I floating?
Like a sinking boat.
You give a bow.
What happens now?
Your hand receives a kiss.
Most of all, remember this.
If I can learn to do it, you can learn to do it.
Something in you knows it, there's nothing to it.
Follow in my footsteps, shoe by shoe.
You can learn to do it too. Where did you learn that?
She's a natural. Be seated, young lady.
Now elbows in and sit up straight, and do not slurp the stroganoff.
I never cared for stroganoff.
She said that like a Roman huff.
The samovar.
The caviar.
Dessert and then goodnight.
Not until you get this right.
If I can learn to
he
do it,
can learn to do it,
can learn to do
you can learn to do
Pull
it,
yourself together,
and you'll pull through it.
tell yourself it's easy,
And it's true, you can learn to do it too.
Who is your great-great-grandmother?
Queen Victoria.
Your great-great-grandmother?
Princess Victoria.
Your best friend is...
My little brother Alexei.
Wrong, your best friend
I
is...
know who my best friend is.
What a temper.
I don't like being contradicted.
That makes two of us.
Continuing on.
If you can learn to do it, I can learn to do it.
Saw you and I knew it.
I'm glad you knew it. Suddenly I feel like there's a chance.
Not until you learn to dance. We have only just begun.
Why was I brought here?
I thought you could tell me, comrade. You, the frightened little street sweeper. Anya, am I right?
Yes.
I am Deputy Commissioner Gleb Vaganov.
What's the charge?
There is no charge. Why should there be? You have a job, food on the table, your own place in the new order of things.
I'm very thankful.
Which is why I'm warning you, to leave your world of make-believe before it's too late.
I don't understand.
If you really were who you were pretending to be, they would kill you without hesitation.
Everyone imagines being someone else. It's an innocent enough fantasy.
No, Anya. A dangerous one. The Romanovs were killed. Every last one of them. My father was one of their guards. When he was told to fire, he obeyed. Could I have pulled the trigger if I had been told?
I don't want to hear this.
As your new friend, Anya, be careful. As Deputy Commissioner Gleb Vaganov, be very careful. A revolution is a simple thing.
My father used to bring me here. He'd put me up on his shoulders and say, "Bet you can see all the way to Finland from up there, Dima."
Dima?
That's what he called me. There isn't a day I don't miss him.
So who raised you then?
No one. I raised myself. I grew up on the sly, in the gutters and the streets of Petersburg. Just a kid on the fly, getting good at getting by in Petersburg. I've bartered for a blanket, stolen for my bread, learned to take my chances and use my head. A Russian rat is clever, or he ends up dead. Boils down to there are some who survive, some who don't, some give up, some give in. Me, I won't. Black and blue, welcome to my Petersburg. We can do what we're told, we can go where we're led, but I learned from my father to see what's ahead. Nothing here to hold me, no one that I owe. Funny how a boy can grow. Funny how a city tells you when it's time to go. Boils down to there are some who have walls yet to climb. You and I on the fly just in time. Welcome to my Petersburg.
So neither of us have family.
You don't know that yet. The answer is in Paris. Now, close your eyes.
Why?
Just do it. Put your hand out. Open. You've worked hard, you've earned it.
What is it?
A music box.
It's beautiful.
It's broken, I can't even open it. How did you do that? Anya.
Dancing bears, painted wings, things I almost remember, and the song someone sings once upon a December. Someone holds me safe do you think we can go? They're canceling trains right and left. Here, I worked an extra shift this week. It's not much, but every little bit helps.
We're not even close, Anya.
What are you saying?
I thought I could get us out before they closed the borders for good. I'm sorry.
I trusted you.
I said I was sorry.
But I didn't trust you enough. Now close your eyes. Put your hand out. All right, open.
It's a diamond.
A nurse at the hospital found it sewn into my underclothes.
You've had it all this time without telling me.
Yes.
Why?
It's the only thing I have. Without it, I have nothing.
If you weren't a girl, I'd...
Disaster! We've been raided. We're done for if we go back there. Mother of Moses, it's a diamond.
I didn't trust either of you with it.
I don't blame you.
I'm trusting you to get the exit papers, Vlad.
Done!
Hurry, there's a train at midnight from the Finland station.
I'll sell the diamond. Where are you going?
They owe me a week's wages. Every ruble counts.
We're going to Paris on a train. I'm gonna sleep in a hotel and take a bath in a real bathtub.
It's a special train. Aristocrats and intellectuals. All the people the Bolsheviks want to be rid of.
God bless you.
I recognize that woman. She's the Countess Apolitov. She's an aristocrat as well as an intellectual. She's dead on both counts.
Paris via Budapest, on track 4. All aboard.
We should go.
How can I desert you? How to tell you why? Coachman, hold the horses, stay, I pray you. Let me have a moment. Let me say goodbye.
Finally breaking free. You are all I know. You have raised me.
How to turn away, how to go where I have never gone before.
I desert you. How to tell you why? Coachman, hold the horses, stay. I pray you. Let me have a moment. Let me say goodbye. Watch and sweet.
It's a long trip to Paris. You'll have plenty of time to practice on the way. When we get to Paris, your first challenge will be the Dowager Empress's lady-in-waiting, Madame Malevsky-Melevich. No one gets to the Dowager Empress without her. I hope Lily's happy to see me.
Papers. Papers.
Is there a problem here, officers?
We're looking for someone who illegally left the country.
Didn't have the right papers, eh?
You have the right papers. You have the wrong name. Count Apolitov.
Why is the train stopping?
I'll see what happened.
We're almost out of Russia. Once we cross the border, we're safe.
Not if I'm really her.
3 officers just came aboard with orders to arrest 2 men and a young woman.
That could be anyone.
I don't think so.
What are we gonna do?
We're getting off.
The train's moving again.
Jump!
Jump!
A train crossed the Russian border and they weren't on it.
A temporary setback, we'll find them, never fear. They think they can elude us, but they'll end up here. A ragged little upstart engaging in a crime. The Princess Anastasia is running out of time.
Anya can't go any further. Look how exhausted she is.
The Polish border is only 10 more kilometers. We'll be safe there.
Wait for me!
Follow her to Paris. If she's not Anastasia, bring them back.
And if she is Anastasia,
Do it for your mother.
the Princess Anastasia is running out of time.
We made it. Welcome to La Belle France. Prepare to be astonished.
We made it.
Even when I was mad at you, I never doubted we would. Thank you, Dmitri.
Thank Vlad.
I can see the Eiffel Tower. It's really here.
Anya, come see. Anya!
Heart, don't fail me now. Courage, don't desert me. Don't turn back now that we're here. People always say life is full of choices. No one ever mentions fear or how the world can seem so vast on a journey to the past. Somewhere down this road
Voilà, mes amis, here's Paris. And now that we're here, follow me. Begin with the view as you stroll down La Rue.
And soon all Paris will be singing to you. Paris holds the key to your heart, and all of Paris plays a part. Paris turn the page to the new modern age, and we'll do it too if we're smart. The French have it down to their heart. Everyone's a writer, painter, poet. Everything is avant-garde or chic. We'll be in the know before we know it. When we're in the know, it's magnifique to find in Paris what you see.
Harry holds the key to her fate. We won't have much longer to wait. And then, come what may, we will each go our way.
Paris holds the key to your heart. The pleasures of life a la carte. Come dance through the night and forget all your woes. The city of light, how it glitters and glows, and one never knows what the Paris holds the key to your
I don't know about anyone else, but it's been a long day. I'll be at the hotel, taking a bath.
Don't use up all the hot water. I don't think I've ever seen him so happy. I need to find Lily. I'll start at the Neva Club.
Harry holds the key to my heart, and all of Paris plays a part. Paris is a good place to start.
I'm sorry, Count Leopold.
The Dowager Empress knows I have important papers for her to sign.
Papers designating you the heir to the Romanov fortune. She will never sign them.
Anastasia's just a pathetic figment of her imagination. Eventually, I will be the sole beneficiary of the Tsar's estate.
I'll tell Her Majesty you called.
Is he gone?
Your Imperial Majesty.
He's like a dog with a bone, that one.
Only 4 letters today.
I used to open each one with a beating heart. Could this be my precious Anastasia? Another day, another imposter.
I won't let you give up.
Dearest Lily, I know I'm a proud and difficult woman. I was Maria Romanov, Empress of all of Russia. You can't possibly know what that means, Lily. No one can.
Your Majesty, remember our happy summers by the sea in Lavadia?
Lavadia! They all do their homework.
Strange and bizarre events have brought me to Buenos Aires. Bring me to Paris and I will convince you I am Anastasia.
She wants me to pay her passage. At least that little imposter from Jersey paid her own way. What is Jersey? I've never heard of such a place. It sounds dreadful. Jersey.
Dearest Grandmama, if I may call you
I
that.
was never Grandmama. I was Nana. I was only Nana. No more letters. No more interviews.
There will be other young women.
What shall I tell them?
Tell them they're too late. The Grand Duchess Anastasia Romanov is dead, and the Dowager Empress is dead with her. Leave me.
Will you be all right this evening?
My precious Anastasia.
She doesn't hear me.
The Beaver Club, St. Petersburg on the Seine.
Only a fool would go back. It's not the Russia we remember. Once I had a palace, here merely a flat. I fled with some diamonds and that was that.
It's very tragic.
Once ladies in waiting, all bending a knee. Now only one lady in waiting. Me.
No fanfares and dances, no coaches, and we sold our brooches.
No afternoon card games with the Tsar.
No caviar, but I say we're not dead now. We're not dead now. We're in France instead now. Let us not be sad. The night's young and Russians are mad, so let's live in the land of yesterday. Live in the grand imperial heyday. Let's live in the land of yesterday. Russia, Russia. Let's put on our fancy clothes and let's while our woes away. In Russia, land of yesterday. The night's young and Russians are mad, so let's live in the land of yesterday. Live in the grand imperial heyday. Let's live in the land of yesterday. Russia, Russia. Let's brush off the days of old and let's hold the world at bay. Yes, here's to Russia. Here's to Russia. Here's to Russia, land of yesterday. Land of yesterday.
Vlad Popov! I thought the Bolsheviks put you in front of a firing squad.
They did, but when they gave the orders to fire, no one could manage to pull the trigger.
I can't imagine why not.
I still melt hearts, ma chérie, as you still melt mine.
Still up to your old tricks.
Admit it, you're happy to see me.
I'm glad you're not dead. Twirl me again.
There's a young woman I'd like you to meet, and there's someone at the ballet who would like to meet her as well.
Who's that?
The Dowager Empress. Lily, we're going to make history.
Lead the way to Anya.
Anya, Anya.
Papa!
Anya.
The voices keep coming back.
That's all they are, voices. You're having a nightmare.
Who do you think I am, Dimitri?
If I were the Dowager Empress, I would want you to be Anastasia.
You would?
I would want her to be a beautiful, strong, intelligent young woman.
Is that what you think I am?
I do.
Do you really believe I might be her?
I want to believe you're that little girl I saw once many years ago.
I don't understand.
It was June. I was 10. I still think of that day, now and then. A parade and a girl, and a crowd of thousands. She sat straight as a queen, only 8, but so proud and serene. How they cheered, how I stared in that crowd of thousands. And then I started to run and to call out her name as the crowd on the road went wild. I reached out with my hand and looked up. And then she smiled. The parade traveled on. With the sun in my eyes, she was gone. But if I were still 10, in that crowd of thousands, I'd find her again.
You're making me feel I was there too.
Maybe you were. Make it part of your story. A parade
Passing by.
passing by.
It was hot, not a cloud in the sky. Then a boy caught my eye. In a crowd of thousands, he was thin, not too clean. There were guards, but he dodged in between. Yes, he made himself seen in a crowd of thousands. Then he called out my name and started to run with the sun and the heat and crowd. And I tried not to smile, but I smiled. And then he bowed.
I didn't tell you that.
You didn't have to. I remember. The parade traveled on with the sun in my eyes. You were gone, but I knew even then, in a crowd of thousands, I'd find you again.
champagne they have, of course, Your Majesty.
Is she in a good mood?
She's never in a good mood. What have you gotten me into?
Just wait until you see her.
Your Highness.
No, you mustn't.
That composure. We did a good job, Dmitri.
I'm ready.
You will announce the Grand Duchess Anastasia Romanov.
You have a visitor, Your Imperial Majesty.
My nerves can't take this.
What are they saying? Wonder how long they'll be. Why should I worry? Worrying's not like me. Conman and princess get their wish, and fairy tale comes true. Funny, one small part I never knew. With everything to win, the only thing I lose is what happened.
She wouldn't even look at me. Tell this imposter Lily I know her kind too well. She wants money and will break an old woman's heart to get it.
I'll tell her the truth.
That I was a pawn in a scheme of yours? That you made me think I might be someone I never was or ever could be? I was desperate when I met you, Dmitri, but I wasn't dishonest. I hate you for that.
I'm sorry, young man.
Is she gone?
Your Royal Majesty, Anya doesn't want your money. I take full responsibility for bringing her to Paris, but I believe with all my heart that she is the Grand Duchess Anastasia.
I will not stay for this.
She only wants what's rightfully hers, your recognition and your loving embrace. Try to imagine her life since her parents, sisters, little brother were murdered.
I do not need reminding of what happened to my family. I lost everything I loved that day.
So did she.
Take me home, Lily.
It was my life you played with, telling me I was someone else and letting me believe I was.
Where are you going?
Anywhere that's far from you. I admire the way you were proud of who you were, despite your circumstances. What's in history? Save it for your next Anastasia. Your Majesty. Please, be seated.
There's no need, I shall be brief. Who are you?
I believe I am the youngest daughter.
Spare me of my family history. It's in every bookstore along the Seine.
I didn't think you'd be so cruel.
I'm old and impatient. Kindness has become a luxury.
My Nana was the most loving woman imaginable. She smelled like oranges when she hugged me.
It's a common enough scent.
Not hers. It came from Sicily, made especially for her, in a box of polished olive wood.
Who was my favorite lady in waiting?
You didn't have one? You kept dismissing them.
It was a trick question. You're clever. I'll grant you that. I don't believe Anastasia exists.
Then why did you come here?
Your young man told me you weren't a part of his scheme.
He's right, I wasn't.
He says you may very well be my granddaughter, and you've come to believe it yourself.
I believe it with all my heart, but I can't be her unless you recognize me.
You can't be anyone unless you first recognize yourself.
I know. Do you remember the last time you saw Anastasia?
I didn't know it would be the last time.
You were leaving for Paris. You gave her a music box. I believe this was it. Far away, long ago, glowing dim as an ember, orange blossoms.
Answer my question!
Has she been living far from you? No good letters did she send.
Excuse me, over here! Rumors never end.
You got imposters, is it true?
What sort of proof do you intend? Excuse me, over here. The rumors never end.
Now the press is going to want to take a look at you and ask some questions. Now, where's your young man?
He's not my young man.
If it's not plain to you that he loves you...
He's not my young man, Nana.
When the boy refused my reward for finding you, I thought Anastasia has found herself another kind of prince, one of character, not birth.
Demetri refused the reward.
You're my granddaughter, the Princess Anastasia. The boy said that was his reward. You have made this the happiest day of my life, but make sure it will be yours as well. Make sure you choose what you really want, this life or a life with him. You cannot have both, but whatever you decide, we will always have each other.
I should be glad I'm where I should be, but nothing is what it was. I didn't know he mattered to me, but now I can see he does. Con man and princess get their wish, and fairy tale comes true. The only thing I lose is Gleb.
Paris is no place for a good and loyal Russian.
We are both good and loyal Russians.
I've come to take you home.
My home is here now.
Stop playing this game, Anya. I beg you.
We both know it's not a game, Gleb.
If you really are the Princess Anastasia, do you think history wants you to have lived?
Yes, why don't you?
The Romanovs were given everything and gave back nothing until the Russian people rose up and destroyed them.
All but one. Finish it. I am my father's daughter.
And I am my father's son. Finish it I must.
Do it. Do it, and I will be with my parents and my brother and my sister all over again.
For the last time, who are you?
I am the Grand Duchess Anastasia Romanov.
I can't. I believe you are Anastasia.
What will you tell them?
That I am not my father's son. Long life, comrade.
Why would she disappear? You've accepted her as the heir to the Romanov fortune. She'd live like a queen, even though people don't want queens anymore. Well, the English do, but they're crazy. Oh,
Not a trace of her. The room was bare, except for this.
my favorite. Strong, unafraid of anything.
It's time, Your Imperial Majesty. The press is waiting.
If you ever see me from a carriage again, don't wave, don't smile. I don't want to be in love with someone I can't have for the rest of my life. Goodbye, Your Majesty.
I always dreamed I'd fall in love in Paris with a handsome prince.
I'm not your prince, Anya.
The Grand Duchess Anastasia begs to disagree. Dima.
As of today, there'll be no more Anastasias. The reward for her safe return will be given to charity.
There never was an Anastasia. She was a dream.
A beautiful dream.
A dream that only time will fade.
So, no more talk of the Grand Duchess Anastasia Romeo.
The new order has no need for fairy tales. The case is